Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another little progress report on my listing. So I'm going to show you a couple of lists that I did since we last spoke about it, and that is this one here, which I kind of really like. Now, a couple of things. I was looking through my stash and trying to organize things, and I found a couple of stamps that I'm going to put with my listing supplies. So I'm really thinking of getting myself a little basket or something and putting some of these stamps specifically in that basket, so I'll always sort of have it ready to go. But I have this Heidi Swapp stamp, and I don't think I've ever used it, and this is 2019. I don't know, I probably got it in a kit. Maybe I don't remember how or why I got this, but status update, and then day of the week, day, month, year. This could definitely go on. Date, time, location, did this. So these who, what, where, these stamps seem to be quite useful for listing. And then I have the Stamp Market, and I have used this, and these are basically sort of journaling blocks, which I can use as journaling blocks. And what gave me the idea is coming up next month, one of our prompts anyway in Stamp and Stencil Savvy is going to be to stamp some journaling blocks, I think, anyway. And I was looking through my stamps, and I came across this, and I've seen Lael do a couple of lists using these types of boxes, her own stamps, evidently. And then there's details, noteworthy, so I thought this would be fun as well. So here's the pages that I did. Now, evidently, as I told you, I started this off with the title of 2025, and everything I've done so far has actually been December. But that's fine. That sort of gets me started a little bit. And this one is January, so I guess it's going to be a little bit mixed up for the first few, but I think I'm going to get myself into a pattern for February, where I will be doing January's lists. So on this one, I went in and I used my stamp set here from Stampin' Up! For KTWC, which is Killing Time with Cozies. It's a group I belong to that, and we read cozy mysteries, obviously, and we do sprints once a week, or almost once a week, on Saturday afternoons. And there is a challenge in the Discord. I don't really understand Discord all that well, so I don't really post, but I do go in and read a little bit. And this is a challenge, and there's going to be one every month, and it's an around the world readathon. So here is the photo. The first month of for January, it was China, and then there are prompts. So I use this for Killing Time with Cozies. I wrote out around the world and readathon with markers. Used this stamp set up here just to sort of fill in that space. Then I used my new stamp here, which is these little bullets and more, and this is number 3, and it's got this little stack of books here. So I used that. And then the prompts, there are more prompts and books that I read. One of them was all the prompts are around China in one shape or form. So, strong friendship, the main character must defend themselves, law enforcement forbidding interference, and takes place in a tea shop. Now, there were bonus points if there was a book in China where the location is in China. I did find one, but it was a thriller, and I don't do thrillers. So I read 4. Well, I actually haven't quite finished the Laura Childs, number 26 in the Laura Childs Tea Shop series, Honey Drop Dead. I love this series. It's one of my favorite series that I've been keeping up with through the years. And then, of course, I read one of my Elizabeth Spann Craig, which I've spoken to you about. This one was a Myrtle Clover, Murder on Opening Night, number 9. A new series that I've started, Deputy Donut by Ginger Bolton. I really, really enjoyed number 1 and number 2, which is the one I read for this prompt, and Strong Friendship. And that is Stony Brook, and it's by Aaron Scott. And this was number 8, and all of the main characters on here are very, very, very close. So that was fun. So I got that done. Used a piece of paper here from my Winter Glow Kit, and another stamp that I found in my stash. So I really enjoy, I'm really enjoying using my stamps. So I think this is going to be something that's going to keep me stamping. So when you take time for yourself, which is reading. And then this one I sort of started with you in that I chose the papers and I showed you the photo. And this was In the News from December. So I used my In the News stamp set. And I used this little sort of microphone here for the bullets. And I used just the facts right here. So I used this stamp set over here. I backed my whipped cream cardstock here in, I think it was the reverse side of this paper or this. I can't quite remember, but so it gives it a little bit of definition. And I just put one little tab up here so that it looks a bit like a clipboard where you're taking notes. A couple of stickers. Here's the story. And then I just went through. And as I had mentioned to you, because I didn't come up with this idea until late in the month, there was probably definitely more news-related items in December, but I just didn't pick up on them all. So I talked about our Canada Post strike, the Minister of Finance here resigning, and then in January there'll be a lot going on with that. And Jimmy Carter passing at the end of the month. Popped another little sticker there. True story. Got that down. So as I've mentioned before, these are like playing for me, and I really am enjoying it, and they go fairly quickly. So I'm pretty much done now, I think, for December. And now in February, I will be doing my January listing. So the lists, I've already got 2 papers here chosen. And the list that I will be doing, of course, is In the News. I want to do the Glimmers. And I mentioned to you the last time that I was probably going to order the Glimmer stamp set. I don't think I need to. I really, these stamps are easy to use. So I just need to use those stamps because a lot of, there's some gorgeous, gorgeous words and phrases and everything on that stamp set. Not all of them apply to me, and I can definitely find other things in my stash. So I think we will forgo that one, but I will be ordering a stamp set with months on it. Not necessarily the years, but months on it. And then there's something which might be a little bit of an indulgence that I saw, because one of the things I'm thinking of is my reading for the month. There was like a library card that comes with a pocket die set that goes along with it. And I think in my mind, it might be really, really fun to every month do my reading on a library card and just be able to make that card, decorate the pocket a little bit, and pop it in the book. So I'm thinking it over, because do I really need it? No. Can I do it a different way? Yes, but I may. We'll see. We'll see as the month goes on. So I'll be doing the next Stop Around the World readathon, and that will be Brazil. I will be doing the rest of my reading, so a reading list I will be doing In the News. I will be doing Glimmers. I'll be doing About Last Month. And in my About Last Month, I will probably be talking about tennis. I don't know that I will make a specific list for tennis. I'll probably be talking about it in my About Last Month. So there you go. So this completes a month, and I'm really, 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 really enjoying it, my friends. So thank you so, so much. And have I convinced you to do listing or to do smaller format for everyday memory keeping? Let me know your thoughts on that down below, and I will see you back here very, very soon. Bye for now.